Hey everybody, this is Miss Eisencraft with Chapter 8, Station Number 2 review. So I think there was the most questions about this question in class because this was actually typed up, or where I grabbed it from. This was a prompt and had a lot of questions. And so people were asking like, why did we use zero point 0.5 as an approximation when we actually had like p hat? We had 64 out of the 100 in favor of firing the coach. So this would like be before, and we actually even have a sample size. And so that might be confusing. Normally we don't have a sample size. And that's because this question was intended to ask a bunch of questions from it. So before we even started this problem, if you were just going to ask, how many people would we even need to sample to make sure we could get a 95% confidence interval uh, with a margin of error of 0.05 or less, here's what we would do. This is a proportion. Do you want to fire the coach? Yes or no? Okay. And this is the margin of error. So we want this to be equal to 0.05, and then we're going to set solve for n. And again, the answer key was asking you to use 0.5 as your estimate. And we're just doing this to estimate a sample that would get us within that. Okay. So we have, let's see here, Z. So the margin of error is Z star and times P hat times 1 minus P hat all over N. Okay, and we're going to use 0.5 as an approximation. Z star for 95% confidence is 1.96. Okay, there's another video that will go over that a little bit more clearly. Okay, we're going to do 0.5. 1 minus 0.5 is also 0.5 all over n, and we want that to equal 0.05, our margin of error. So we're going to solve that. Here we go. Divide both sides by 1.96. Okay. 0.05 divided by 1.96. So about 0.0255. I'm going to simplify this up here. 0.25 over n. Now I'm going to square both sides. Okay, so we're going to have 0.25 over n equals 0.0255 squared, which is 0.00065. Okay, so we'll multiply both sides by n. Then we would divide by 0.00065. Again, we're trying to find the sample size. 0.25 divided by 0.00065. About 384.6 is what I get. I'm going to go over here to my choices, and that would be 385. So this is the closest sample size we would need to estimate the true proportion with a margin of error 0.05 with 95% confidence.